Attachment theory is the kind of like the bread and butter of the work that I do with clients. And I have used it as a tool for romantic relationships, friendship relationships. And it's essentially a map created by John Bowlby, Mary Ainsworth to help us understand how those early relationships with our primary caregiver really impact our adult relationships. So if you were someone who grew up with a primary caregiver, and what I mean by that is essentially the person that was responsible for emotionally attuning to you and taking care of your emotional needs and being really present and attuned. For anxious attachment, this is when a child and caregiver relationship was kind of in and out. So maybe the caregiver was really present, really attuned some of the time, but then the other rest of the time they were unavailable. Maybe they were a single parent, they worked a lot, or struggling with mental health that was left untreated. Or maybe one parent was really attuned and the other parent was really not present. This person grows up in a relationship kind of feeling like, I don't know if I can trust in a relationship. I feel like I want to relax into this, but that spaciousness can be hard for them. They can get a lot of anxiety around potential abandonment, whether it's physical or emotional abandonment. On the other side of the spectrum, we have two avoidance styles. We have dismissive avoidant, which is somebody that grew up with a caregiver that was really neglectful emotionally. They were only present intellectually. So a lot of praise on the doing rather than the being, a lot of engagement. And so these people really grow up auto-regulating. They don't rely on relationship. They're scared to trust relationship because it's like, what's the point? I could just, take care of myself now. And lastly, the fourth attachment style that came online more recently is fearful avoidant attachment, which is children that grow up in more chaotic, turbulent homes. Maybe there was abuse or parents that were grieving things that they hadn't fully processed and integrated. And so kids can really feel that chaotic experience, but they still feel attached to their parents. And so these are people that really struggle relationally because it's almost like, I want relationship, but I don't. There's a very hot and cold, on, off confusion that lives inside of them that they can struggle with both romantically and in friendship dynamics.